time.
Hey kids, this is Pulse Ray Vision coming to you live from Cuatro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement. And I have not had a chance to come hang out with you guys. I got a little bit of time to kill before bedtime. So I thought, why not go live and do a little bit of gambling with you D10s out there. How's that sound? We've got Bunny in the chat. We've got Believe in Yourself. How's it going? Believe in Yourself. Good to see you. Yeah, I started messing with another project that caught my eye, and I couldn't get excuse me. I couldn't get my camera to work, and so I had to actually stop doing what I was doing on that new project to get the camera to work because it was sucking up all my GPUs. So, yeah, how's it going? Believe in Yourself. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, goodness gracious. What is going on? What is going on? We have 7 days and 20 hours until the second lottery payout of Journey 6. So we've got that could come, 7 days and 20 hours. So basically 8 days until the next lottery payout. That's pretty cool. We've had some action, some price action in the charts lately. And also, let's see here. We are in round 28. Let me copy this. Paste it. Oh, I was going to show you guys as well. I was going to show you guys the actuator token that we were able to sell from Farming Actuator. We actually went through the process of listing that on ZeroX Bistro, and I believe we harvested about or took profit of about $14 of actuator token, and whoever bought it with PulseX. So I'll show you that as well. If you guys want to gamble tonight with us, you can jump onto the link right here, agproject.io or XYZ/PMW game. And that's a Pink Mistwell game. Let's see, right now, let me connect my wallet. I got to sign in. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I can connect my wallet. We are on, we're on round 28, and there's only 3 spots that have been bought so far. So there's 97 spots available to play that. We'll get to that in just a second. Check out the Warp Speed Whale, if you will, here behind me. This is the Warp Speed Whale. I believe if you have 1% of the NFTs, which I think is 30,000 NFTs, you're a Warp Speed Whale. If you have about 3,000 NFTs, you are a Sonic Shark. And if you have 300 NFTs, I believe you are a Dark Dolphin. So we'll jump through those and go through those as well. CryptoCat says, Pink Mistwell is a blast to play. And we have Steve Sashin here. Howdy, y'all. What are you guys doing up this late? What am I doing up this late? That's a good question. The answer is I finally took my my sleepy. I don't have any tea tonight, but I've got some water and some vitamins. I'm definitely already on some good old NyQuil to kick this crud I got in my nose and throat. Gonna go see the doc tomorrow and see if he'll give me some good stuff, some prednisone or something to knock this out. But yeah, there's a lot going on here in crypto land today. A lot of cool stuff going on. And some interesting patterns that we're seeing show up in Pulse Chain, I'll just say. Let's see here. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Let me share my screen. I can show you guys all the stuff we've been doing. I can show you what's going on with the charts. Yeah. And wow, look at that. We already got 56 cents of actuator token back after selling the $14 worth. Let's see here. Farms. Huh. Oh, it's sorry. I got to connect my wallet again. That's why it's not showing up here. And I know you guys can't see my screen, so let me put that up there. You guys check out. There we go. Yeah, we have 1,591 actuator tokens that we've been paid in the last couple of days. But then again, beautiful warp speed whale. Let me show you some of the other cool ones here. We've got the warp speed whale. We've got the pulsar Poseidon. We've got the sonic shark. We got the dark dolphin, the stellar squid, the cool crab, the shrouded shrimp. These are the people who got the airdrop. And Shifty Shells right there. Actually, I think that the people with the airdrop might even be crabs at this point. I'm not sure. Not quite sure. But anyways, we'll get into that. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to throw this link to join out there and give you guys a chance to jump in here if you guys want to say hi. But like I said, start filling up that round 28. We will do some of those. Looking for dark tokens. Yeah, looking for dark tokens. Good luck. Good luck. I hope you find those dark tokens. And I hope that all of you that have been thinking about the Pink Miss Well deal have been taking advantage of that, because I think, if Pulse Chain and Hex get another pump, it could cost you another 50 or $100 for that million Pink Miss Well tokens. So jump on that. All right, here we go. Share my screen. There we go. Nice. All right, the Infinity screen is up. We're ready to rock and roll. This is I'll mention this. We might go into it later in another stream, but I heard about this crazy project that it really is kind of flying under the radar right now, and it is called Dr. Doge. And the interesting thing about Dr. Doge is they took the idea that Richard Hart had about the CPC, computational fluid dynamics token, CFD token, about folding proteins and using your hash rate for that, and they made it a reality. So as you can see, here's the stuff where Richard talks about these things.
And study at home and stuff, because I just like to dork out.
Yeah, me too.
Stuff, right?
I used to do that too.
And
I used to be falling
I found Bitcoin very early.
And it needs a processing network behind it. And people need to be rewarded properly for joining that processing network. So picture like folding at home, but with a token. Overclock.net had a bunch of people that were mining Bitcoin. And I had already done a lot of distributed computing stuff, donating time to the Boink project, folding proteins. So I was familiar with running distributed apps and just double clicking EXEs and having them generate a lot of heat. And so I had a really strong video card at the time. It was a 5970, which was a dual GPU on one card. And my goal is to promote medical research. That's the end game. And if I don't get it right, I'm going to die. If I do get it right, I might live 10 years longer. I want my 10 years. So helping some other dude that fucked up a trade. Nah, dude. Go get a job, bitch. Oh, you broke. You fucked your trade up. Go get a job. Get a fucking job. Go add value to someone's life. What would you do if you have the mean the means and the money to save humanity, what would you save? I think that the highest and best use of human productivity is to extend the healthy lifespan of humans, because you just get the most free extra years of enjoyable life health span. So regenerative medicine is the best thing you can do. Thoughts on DeepMind solving protein folding? It didn't solve it. It just has a 92 to 95% accuracy depending on the type of problem, which is very, very, very good. I'd like to see them continue to improve that. It'd be amazing. Like, having AI solve medical problems is the dream. It's a fucking dream. So, like, yeah, I'm super psyched about it. Like, really, what better thing could they be having those computers working on? Chess? Fuck chess. Fix the humans, fix the meat. Best thing any computer can do by far.
All right. So, like I said, this is him talking a lot about that stuff, folding at home. So basically you can go on to folding at home and Alpha Foam. I haven't messed with the Alpha Fold yet. But either way, you go here to folding at home. You create an address. You take your MetaMask or your EVM wallet address, and then you create a name here, and you use whatever computing power you have to fold proteins to solve problems, basically. And some of these are quite interesting. Like I said, it actually tells you the projects that they're working on. So there's a lot of this has to do with acid and amino acids and things that have to do with Alzheimer's and other peptides. And if you read about it, it'll tell you what you're actually working on, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I haven't read these ones. This one's cancer. This one's unspecified, but it's really interesting. It's an interesting. Dr. Doge reached out to those guys to see if it was real and if I could actually mine these. And I've got a really decent graphics card, and I've just been running it while I've been at work, and I've mined 19 Dr. Doge tokens, which are worth 29 cents in about 2 days. So it's definitely not something you're going to get rich on today. But I like the idea that you're kind of going into this great idea that Richard had, or that he shared, about folding proteins and being paid to fold proteins. So that's kind of fun. You might want to check that one out. I'm always really leery about talking about new projects and stuff to you guys, because I don't want to lead you astray. But there's that one. Let's go to agproject.io. agproject.io. Wait, before we go there, let's go back here to Twitter. Go to our communities, go to collective, and let's check and see. We have 73 members. I believe we had 73 members for a few days here. You got Hexty Armstrong. Thanks. I did not win the lotto. May the odds be ever in your favor. This is the first drawing right here. Yeah. Interesting. But then you have J7 Part 1, the launch, which has 10 votes for the J7 art contest. You got this cool one from Bright Light. It has 13 votes. You were so lucky. And you got CryptoCat's poem with 16 votes. As you can see, he's got amazing poem called Collective Revolt, and beautiful image to go with it. So get in here, join the collective, and vote and like and retweet the pieces of art that you want to see make it into the final four. Yeah, check that out. All right, back to agproject.io. Like I said, you can click on Pink Mistwell game. That'll take you to the Pink Mistwell game, which looks like this. Oh, looks like someone's bought a few tickets since I just mentioned this. We're up to 13. Let's see. I want to buy 20 tickets, and let me see what that's going to cost me. If I buy 20 tickets, continue on this network. It's cost me 10 cents in fees. Jiminy Christmas. That's a lot. Maybe up to 32 cents in fees. But it looks like it's going to cost me about $16 in Pulse. right now, 360,000 pulse. So about $16 in pulse. And I'm going to try and walk with about $40 of dark, give or take, because actually it's probably a little bit more because it's been pumping up, but we'll see. Let's confirm this one. And now I have 20 of the numbers on this disco ball, on this purple ball right here. And yeah, so I'll have 14 through 23, I think. Let's see. They'll populate right here in just a little bit once it confirms. And yeah, join here, buy some numbers, and we'll be spinning and nuking people here. Yep, 14 through 33, not 23. Don't trust my math, folks. 14 through 33. There we go. So we got 33 out of 100. So we have a third of the ball full. So join this if you guys want to play and get a little D-Jenny right there. The other cool thing is you can see the clock right in the middle. We're waiting on Lottery 2 is lit up on the outside ring, telling us that that's the next thing we're counting down to. And then once this crosses over, we go to Journey Lottery 3, or the third drawing. That is supposed to go out 6,794 dark. But I believe that after we see this clock countdown in the next 8 days, and this lottery's paid out here, this lottery is going to pay out 3 3/4 of a dark to 900 NFTs winners. So 900 of the NFTs that are right now lottery tickets, 900 of them are going to win Journey 2 and Journey 3. The difference is that we believe the evil address is going to flip this switch right here under evil, and basically he'll be churning all of his jackpot winnings into this lottery right here. And the reason is because the evil address has the biggest mint out of all the previous mints. How do we know that? We go to view my fuel cells, or my fuel cells up here. And as you can see, we had on Journey 5, we had about 24,000 user mints on Journey 5. It was the smallest by far that we've ever had. On Journey 6, 40,000, almost 40,000 of these are the evil addresses. So you take 56, 62, 0, and you let's take away, well, I think about 1,000 or 2,000 will win the lottery, so those ones will stay in there, or they've won the lottery so far. So yeah, let's say let's just take away 39,000, right? Here, I gotta hit the minus button. 39,000. All right, let's say that that's a newt from there. At that point, we have about 17 or 18,000 NFTs remaining in Journey 6 after if the evil address gets hacked and vaporized. If it gets hacked and vaporized, like I said, that's going to be much, much smaller. 17 or 18,000 will be the smallest one by far. And so really, the evil address has a really good chance of winning a bunch of these lotteries. And as you can see right here, it's wanting to steal its own lottery winnings and win them back before other people do. But for the people, those 17,000 or so that did mint, wow, they're going to be sitting on some insane paydays at that mega jackpot drawing. So keep an eye on that. That's just something to think about in the next week or so. If you guys don't have enough dark to mint fuel cells in the next minting phase, the next minting window, go to Bateus. I believe you can also go to, I wonder if it works with switch.win. Can you get dark on switch.win? Or can you only get pulse? Let's check it out. Switch.win. This is let's see if it'll let me connect this wallet right here. Connected. Okay, so yeah, I can trade ETH for DAI, Wrap, Bitcoin, NFX. I don't think I can get a trade for Pulse yet. Okay, so if you can't trade for Pulse, you should be able to soon. No, I thought I heard them tonight on a stream talking about this. There's a DEX aggregator. ETH. No, we want to. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not sitting on here now, so let's just stick to Proteus for now. Yeah, you can select any token in Proteus and select it for or trade it for any other token. Well, is it not working right now? Is it down? Pulse chain. Yeah, we want to be on Pulse chain. There we go. I must not have been on Pulse chain for some reason. Oh, because it switched on when. So yeah, you just come down here, type in dark. You want to make sure that it's the correct address and that it has our logo with this the colorful crystals here instead of dark rock insiders. There you go. And you could just buy dark with Pulse, Hex, any of the other ones there. We have some Hex in here. A few bucks of Hex. Let's see. If I were to sell all $29 of Hex in this account right now, I could get, still thinking, 4.2 dark. But if I win the Pink Miss Well game, I might get as much as 7.5. So that's exciting too. But go to Proteus, get some dark, take that dark back here in the next 19 days. Go to minting, and then yeah, you can connect your wallet here. And as you see, I don't have one whole dark, so I can't mint one whole fuel cell, and we've got to wait 19 days to do it. So in 19 days, we'll be able to mint Journey 7. And so as you're right, well, I want Journey 6. I want to get in on that lottery. Well, if you want to do that, then basically you just go to Twitter and you scroll down in the collective a little bit. And right here, if you missed out on the J6 mint, you can send 1 million Pink Miss Well tokens. There's that smart contract address to the Pink Miss Well's address. There's his address. You'll receive 10 J6 fuel cells or, piggy banks and lottery tickets and 1 dark. So you'll be getting them both right there. This offer is good till J7 minting starts. So if you always want to be one of those lucky 900 winners in this jackpot down here, which could be a lot more than 6,000 dark, that is one way to do it. How much does 1 million Pink Miss Well tokens cost you right now? Looks like Pink Miss Well's at about $158 for 1 million. So yeah, so about $15 is what you're paying per J6. Not financial advice, just it'll be interesting to see what happens with both the price of dark and the price of Pink Miss Well, as people realize there's just not a lot of it out there on the market. In fact, if we go to Pulse Chain Scan, it shows us there are 1,693 holders. But if you notice at the top of this page right here, you have 3 of these smart contracts, meaning that these accounts are smart contracts. The first smart contract right here, believe it or not, is the treasury and the fuel cells. So 42% of the entire supply is held in treasury and NFTs, right? And then if the next one down here is the evil address, which is still sitting on about 35%, that's going to be minting into the treasury and the jackpot address as time goes on. This will be depleted. And then you have the jackpot address, which has 67,000 dark matter in it. And then you got the mystery box, which has, less than 5%. You got Mystery Well with less than 4%. You've got Pink Miss Well with less than 2%. And then you've got this Mystery Well right here with 2.75% right there. And then you got about 1/3% wrapped up in the biggest LP of dark, which I'm guessing is with Pink Miss Well. So it says there's 3,818 right here. And by the way, I mean, dark matter has only been up since 11/22 of last year. We launched it on 11/22, and it looks as though I might be off by 1 day, but it looks like in about 255 days, we have managed to lock up. This is an Excel spreadsheet. I could just highlight these. Yeah, that's a lot. We've locked up 42% in the lottery and treasury. Sorry, in the treasury. 6% in the lottery. 35, about 1/3 of it is still the evil address, but like I said, that's all going to go into the pump, the treasury, and the lottery. And then you got the mystery box, and then this whale's not sold a single one. This whale has been buying and providing liquidity, Pink Miss Well, and this whale right here has been minting like crazy. So moving a lot of these into those. Now it's interesting. So this one is 3,818. If we go to this one right here, Pink Miss Well and dark Pink Miss Well chart right here, you see there's about $20,000 of liquidity between Pink Miss Well and dark, and it's sitting at about $6.70. But if we scroll down here, you'll see that the pool dark is 1,457. So what was it saying up here? It was saying 3,818. So wow, that's crazy. There must be another pair with 3,800 up there. Let's do this. Let's go to dark. Let's copy the dark address right here. Right here, we'll copy that one. Then we'll go back here to open another window. Or actually, we'll just put it up here. Paste. There we go. All right, so yeah, this one has about 20K of liquidity, 8K, 13K, 6K, 2K, 1K, 2K, 2K, 1,000, 1,000. So where is where's 1/3% tied up? It may be that it has outdated information, but no, that doesn't quite make sense either. That's the one with the biggest amount. My guess is that might be a V3 sell position, possibly, with a bunch of it sitting there. Huh. That is crazy. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at that smart contract and see where that 3,118 is. Okay, so here it is. It's collect protocol. Right there. It's got Pink Miss Well token and dark token. Huh. So it is paired, it appears, into this smart contract with Pink Miss Well. 644 million Pink Miss Well to 3,000 of those. Huh. Wonder where we can find the maybe we need to look by Pink Miss Well. Let's go back here. Let's copy Pink Miss Well. We'll see what we can find there. See if it'll pop up here in the liquidity. So Pink Mistwell and Pulse have 34K of liquidity. Here's the $19,000 of liquidity with Dark. Here's another one with $1,000. Solid X Pink Mistwell with less than 1,000. Pink Mistwell Dragon, no. Dark Pink Mistwell right here with 28,000. So look at this. Okay, 9mm V3. So this is where it is, I bet. This is where I bet we find the 3,000 right here. Bingo. 3,818. I wonder if we can see where it's set at. So this is, I'm guessing, a sell or a buy order with Dark and Pink Mistwell. It's a V3 though. So someone took pull fee 2%. This is on This is on 9mm V3. Interesting. Okay, so I know what's up. This is a pair of Dark and Pink Mistwell on V3. And right now, it's at a specific range, right? And it's not being traded in that range. So, we will have to see. Right here. So the creator was 177B, and that's a transaction. Two months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Interesting. We're going to have to figure out where all this $28,000 of Dark Pink Mistwell is locked, at what prices they're locked at. Very interesting. We'll check into that. How do you get art on the collective page from Telegram? Well, Steve, this is what I would do. I would go to Telegram and I would go to here, submissions for art. I'm guessing this is where it is right here. So here's one Steve Stash. J1 in F1 enters the space race. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so you're like, how do I do this? What I would do is I go like this. I would save image as, and I'm going to save it as Steve F1 and save it. And then I would go into X right here. And I would go up here to a post to the collective. What's happening? Another entry by Steve Stash. There we go. Steve Stash. Like and repost. There we go. And then I'll go like this. And then I would go to my pictures and I would look for Steve Stash. Oh, Steve F1 right here. Click open. There we go. And then post. So yeah, you just have to copy or paste them over here into the front page of the collective. I'll give it a like and a repost to everyone. So I like this. We got the Dark Matter logo, anti-gravity, formula, anti-gravity, Dark Matter over here. Beautiful. I like the pink up here too. FormulaAG.io. Coming to a planet near you. I don't think this is a real website. Formula AG. What happens if we go to that website? Formula AG.io. It's all feet pics. Formula AG.io. Yeah, it's not bringing anything up. Let's see here. Yeah, someone might want to snag that in case it gets popular, or just keep people from selling feed pics on there. All right, there you go. That's how you share one on the collective. But be sure, remember, you guys got to go to the collective, and you have to join right here. I can't join. I can only leave. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah. So get your J6s. Buy some more of these. We have 33 out of 100 spots right now for that one. Let's check out on Bitcoin is taking a break at 114 today. Ethereum is taking a break at 36.3. Again, look, this is not good. This is not impressive. This is not a bull run at all. This is a bull run right here. If you go to max, see, this is what bull runs look like. Click, click, click. So the bull run has not begun on Ethereum, only on Bitcoin so far. Okay, so let's go back here. Check this out. Pulse chain. If we go right here, we had listed those actuator tokens for sale because we wanted to take some profit, but we didn't want to hurt the chart, right? And so what we do is you just go to my orders, or my completed orders, I should say, and here's the actuator right here. And there was a redeem button. We redeemed, let's see here. We've redeemed 447,750 Pulse X. And here's those Dr. Doge tokens that I earned for the protein folding. So, yeah, so that's what we received right there. And like I said, we'll check the charts here and see if it hurt them. But our $60 bet, or $60 investment, has turned to $160, and we've just taken profit on $14 more of actuator token. So now that's in PulseX. In fact, let's see. Does it show up right here? Oh, yep. There's $25 of PulseX we got right there. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, actuator. So you could delegate stakes here. We delegated a stake 132 days ago, and we've earned 216 hex. We also are able to extract 226 hex time token right here. And yeah, so that should be coming out on day 7,000. Today is day 2,073. So all we have to do is wait for about 5,000 more days. And we can, on January 31st, 2033, we'll have a party. But like I say, you can extract these. You can add them to a liquidity pool. You can take that LP pair and you can farm actuator tokens, which is what we're doing here. None of this is time locked. You can withdraw it at any time and go out and dump your hex time tokens, and be out of the game. So the fact that it's that flexible and gives you that much autonomy is pretty amazing. Getting 23% APR, 16.8, and 14.3 on the 3000s. But as you can see, they're all going up and down with the price of hex. So, like I said, $60 to $160 in 132 days. That's amazing. You don't see that anywhere else. All right, checking out Nostradamus chart right here. With these, we've got every bull run is a minting phase. So we had minting for J1, J2, J3, J4, J5, and then here's J6. J6 was not a good bull run because it was this one right here. In fact, I should probably make him smaller. Yeah, so here's our little V bull that we had going on, and here's our first payout, which was a nice spike all the way up to $9. And then we've been going back down. We have about 8 more days before August 11th, I believe. That's when the next one is. Then we have 11 more days till like August 24th or 25th. That's when this big, bad, crazy lottery is going to go down. And I don't know if it's going to plunge the price to nothing or pump it. But it'll be very interesting to see what Pulse does along these. All right, going back, like I said, Pink Miss Well, it's recovering from this dip right here, heading back up to do a cup and handle almost. And then we've got Dark Pulse. There's less than $1,000 in liquidity here, and it's following this point, like this nice sustained pump, then a little drop that we're seeing in every chart here. Here's a little sustained pump and dump, little tooth going on there, tooth action. Home and don't play that. Home and don't play that is for sale as well on 0x Bistro. It went up and tapped its 2.5 cents. Now it's back to just under 2 cents. Hex, still above a penny. So proud of you. So proud of you, buddy. Let's see, that's in Pulse, which, by the way, Hex is doing pretty good against Pulse, if you ask me. But if I go back to here, I did have a nice line drawn from here to there. And maybe I'll put it back up there for you guys. So you can see a pretty juicy accumulation range right about here. And we'll put it right about there. Yeah, that is a good place to accumulate Hex, in my humble opinion, right around there. If it goes down to this line or below it, you might want to pick some up because it looks like it's increasing some, it's getting some momentum here for sure. Yep, Token Bright Light, who did that cool piece of art, the art contest, is doing the same thing. He's looking strong and he's taking less of a hit on that down. No Permissions by Randy Hilarski, No Permissions group. It's also bouncing, doing the tooth. Then we've got Solid X. Solid X is bouncing more exaggeratedly. It has more liquidity with the core tokens. Dark and Pink Miss Well, like I said here, don't sleep on this one. What is it in Dark and Pink Miss Well? Whoa, this is very interesting. Look at this. This is against Pink Miss Well. I used to take 40,000 Pink Miss Well to get it dark. Then it went up to 51,000, and now it's back down to 42,000. So, yeah, it might be a interesting time to trade your dark for Pink Miss Well, or the other way around, depending on if you're looking to mint on J7 or, bet more on the price of Pink Miss Well. Very interesting. All right. Proof of no work is taken off, making a new high. Not an all-time high, but a new high since March. That's pretty dang good. Magic Carpet Ride by Triplet Dad. This one is also just does not care. It's leaving this range right here, looking really good. Print from the ink printer token. You got Champagne Bottle up, Champagne Bottle down, grind down, curve, jump, teeth. This is a weird tooth pattern. Let's see. Pulse X is looking good in the neighborhood. It's still in this range right here, but it's beating the shit out of Pulse. So don't sleep on that. Carpe Diem, first retirement fund on blockchain, is looking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Scarcity here is working in its favor for Pump Metals. So check that out. TFC, just listen to Brandon Davis and Timothy Benjamin talking about this and another token that they've created to support TFC. It's looking beautiful, making all-time highs up to 4 cents. Congratulations to anyone who got it in here. Well, this was actually, I think, the bots right there, and then they started going up. little crash. But if you put this in terms of pulse, basically there's no crash. So some good stuff being done to starve the bots and feed the believers here, and a great way to take profit through liquidity providing instead of just dumping it on the market. So that's nice. Congratulations on those guys. Hex Time token 7000s are about half the price of Hex. Hex Time token 5000s are just a little bit more than half of a Hex. And then the 3000s that are going to come out in about 3 years are fairly close. They're about a 10% discount, it looks like right now. I could tell you right here just by looking at this one, dashboard. Yeah, there's a 9% discount on 3000s, 36% discount on 5000s, and a 43% discount on 7000s. Let's check this out. Nope, it's fictitious. How do you get art on collective page from Telegram? All right, well, I tried. Yeah, so there's the Hex Time tokens. Ink, the incentive token, is doing the same tooth chart. Dragon Believer is looking nice and pumpy right now. It's $11,000 of liquidity, wrapped in Pulse, locked in Pulse forever. Interesting to see where that one's headed right there. Bria, which I believe is a meme token that is been endorsed by Rackham. It's making a pretty chart right there. Looks like market cap is, looks like there's 1 billion of these tokens from Pump.Fund launch. Let's see here. Hocus Pocus is showing us we got 57 cents of actuator already building back up. Pulse Market app. Let's see if there are any more of these fuel cells for sale. Oh, dude. This one's 50 DAI right here, and its number is 100,000. So this is a J1. You got a J2 for sale for 40, a J1 for 35, 33, 32, 32, 31, 30, 29, 25, 24. A couple J3s over there for sale. Interesting. Yeah, this is people might want to snatch these up at these prices because they could be worth a silly amount in the future, depending on how much dark they accumulate, right? Coin Market list, you guys have been kicking ass here, voting for dark, voting for Hex, voting for Carpe Diem, voting for, let's see here, all NFT general. There we go. Yeah, so Hex has fallen down. You guys dropped the ball on Hex. It's only got 6 votes today. Let's give it some love here. Pump that baby up. And tweet about it so you guys can remember. Get that baby back up. Let's see here. Dark is at 18. Let's pump that baby up. Thank you so much to Diehard Hexkin and Believe in Yourself, the other people that have been voting and retweeting Dark. That's super cool. Appreciate that. Let's see here. So I got Hex, Dark. Where's Carpe Diem's probably up here higher? Yep, Carpe Diem's 13. Give Carpe Diem some love. Share that one out. And then our friends over here at Hocus Pocus. There it is, number 38. Oh, we definitely need to give that some love. Share that one. Post that one. And then we kill all these boomer tabs up here. There we go. So yeah, Coin Market League, come here, vote, follow them on Twitter, retweet their stuff. Squirrels.pro. Every time I come here, there's new stuff going on. This is live. Codex is live. That was in beta last time we checked. token is in beta. That was a development. These two are in live. So Kodak, track your pulse chain tokens and transactions. Let's see what it's telling us right now. We'll put our address here. There we go. Nope, that's not our address. That's the Peak Miswell address. Let's see here. Let's copy this one. There we go. We'll put this one here. There we go. Add address there. Looks like we got some 2FUCks, some hex, about $40. $9 at PulseX. We should have $25 at PulseX. And a little bit of dark here, less than 1 dark. So it shows that. Let's see if it shows our NFTs. Ooh, it's showing our anti-gravity, our fuel cell, our Wish 1, and our 404 bond. So this is getting interesting. Yeah, look at that. Nice visualization. Like I said, Red Squirrel's always cooking, doing great things. Like I said earlier, this one is, let's go back to the supply of dark. Like I said, these are all pretty much some pretty big holdings of dark. Not a lot of darks out there. You don't have enough dark. Peak Miswell is got 68% in the hands of the Pink Miswell. 11% of it is in liquidity. 9% is by a whale that holds a bunch. And 6% is in liquidity again, followed by 1.4%, 1%, and then liquidity. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see if some buy pressure hits this chart, what will happen. And then fuel cells, like I said, you don't have enough fuel cells. There are 300,000 fuel cells currently, and I believe this is before the nuking of Journey 6. So you basically take about 40,000 off of the 322, and that gives you an idea of who's running the game right here, right? So yeah, here's 46,000 held by the evil address. And here's 53,000 held by the mystery box. Here's 38,000 held by Pink Miswell. Here's 21,000 held by Randy Hilarski. This is a daughter address. That's a daughter address. That one might be a daughter address. And that one might as well. So like a lot, basically, the fuel cells are in good hands, I guess is what I'm saying. So, all right. Anyways, I have really enjoyed hanging out with you guys here. Let me check really quick before I kill that. Nope, we're still at 33. Don't have enough to play a game. We'll check back again, maybe tomorrow, maybe in the morning, and yeah, we'll keep going. Like I said, there's a lot of it. Things seem sleepy right now, and the price seems low, and it is. But things change really, really quickly in crypto. So don't get caught sleeping or slipping, and yeah, we'll continue going on from there. Love you guys. You guys are the best community in crypto, hands down. I love you guys, and I will catch you hopefully tomorrow or the next day. So keep it up, keep grinding, do whatever you got to do to get that extra cash to buy some crypto right now. It's a really nice time to buy crypto on Pulse Chain. So, all right. Love you guys. Ciao.